Solution, the sneaker aficionado. It's early Saturday morning. Happy April Fool's Day. I don't have a joke for y'all, but the joke is really about the prices that's out there. But that's another episode. We're gonna get into that. Pardon my somewhat sleepy disposition. I've been up early doing homework because that's what I like to do. I like to come in on Fridays, work on a little homework. Saturday mornings, work on a little homework. Then have fun for the rest of the weekend. But this is called my nostalgic post right here. My foray into when I first started buying my own sneakers, and that started around when I was about 14. I used to sell music and illegal hustle. I used to sell music, and I wanted all of the fresh gear that the dudes in the neighborhoods were wearing. Not necessarily my friends in school, but the dudes in the neighborhood were wearing, because they kind of set the pace for fashion back then. And we're talking about 1990. So to give you an idea how old I am. And the shoe that was hitting back then was the Fila F13. Actually, the full name is the F13V. And they've been re-released. And the pair that I caught back then, they were all black suede. Okay. Fila has been releasing sneakers for some years after their heyday, which was the early 90s, early mid 90s. They had Grant Hill on the roster, and I had a pair of those. Those weren't very comfortable. Yeah, you'll hear some people talk about those, but Grant Hill was their signature big name that they had on their roster. Another connection I had to Fila too is when I was in college back in '94. Coppin State was sponsored. Their basketball team was sponsored by Fila, and I actually got a pair because of that. But I never wore them because nobody was really rocking Fila like that anymore. Back when I was big on how I thought people felt about me and my gear. But we're gonna get it popping. I copped 2 pairs of the F13s, and I'm glad they're back. And the reason why I copped 2 pairs is because they're on sale, and you see the iconic Fila box right there. And I went to Footaction at NorthStar Mall. I always tell y'all where I get my kicks from, and they had these on sale for $39.99. Remember, I get a 20% discount there, and they're still at $39.99. And this isn't a yesterday purchase, by the way. I got these about 3.5 weeks ago. I was looking at them. And what I did, I went to the sneaker department because I thought I saw the F13s in there. And what I saw was the more economy price version of the F13. Completely different shoe because I saw the wheat flax colorway in there. And I said, oh, that's dope. I tried them on. Oh, not very well made. And there's a significant difference. And I'll show you once I break out. First, I'm going to show you the pair I wore already. So the colorway I got, I like to do the reverse colorway sometimes. And I got the white with the navy blue and red and white colorway, with the white being the base, obviously. The way to get into why I didn't buy from the shoe department is you can tell if they're the economy version of the Fila if the outer sole extends all the way across and it doesn't have the iconic foam mid sole right here. That's how you can tell you got the more I don't want to say cheaper because that's kind of mean, but the more economy price version, the sole extends all the way across. It doesn't have this. All right, but sizing wise, they are true to size. Like I said, I haven't worn these since 1990, so I was kind of curious how they fit. They felt really snug when I first put them on, but as I walked around a little bit in the store, I felt that these are a 9 and they work fine. Could have done a 9.5? Yeah. Would they crease a little quicker? Probably. But these sneakers look really, really good. If you rock some navy blue jeans and you feed into this colorway right here, they look dope. Also, get yourself one of the throwback Fila sweatsuits, and you'll look like one of the Uptown Cats or something. I'm telling you, man. Not to personify a certain lifestyle, criminal lifestyle, but the street cats, they had these. They had to have them. So I'm gonna slide that colorway over there. And unfortunately, kids mimic who has the fresh stuff. Ooh, look at this car and all that. You know, I was a young boy and I saw it, but I didn't glorify. I never want to get involved in that. I ain't built for jail. But I copped the navy blue colorway. I have not worn these obviously because the tag is still on. Let me slide these over here out the way. You got your shine on. Navy blue colorway. Dopeness. Once again, you check for where the midsole, the outsole breaks up. And like I said, still got the tag on the iconic F13, Fila 13 tag. And these look great. Look at the sole. One of my classmates had the black ones on, and I don't know where he got those from. He won't tell me. But shout out to Anthony. I think he said Jimmy Jazz on the low or something. I'm gonna have to check. But he had the black ones. The strap deal right here is. This is indicative of the 90s, believe it or not. And someone asked me, you know, the strap gets a little funky. What do you do to keep it from getting all floppy and messed up? That's how you store your sneaker, okay? That's it right there. And I've gotten back to doing that. There's a couple people who run the lace back through the loop and tie it up like that. So it looks like it's still doing this, but it's not really laced across. But what they're doing is keeping the strap from losing its form, and that's a good idea. So shout out to the cats that are doing that. I've seen that done a couple of ways where they run the lace back through. But once this freshness right here, and I know you want to know about the price point. I'm going to get into that. Load these puppies back in the box. Originally selling for $65. On sale, $39.99. Yeah, right. You know, solution your line, man. Don't lie to me like that. But you know, I keep my receipts. As of late, I have been keeping my receipts because sometimes I might sell the sneaker or trade it. So, right there, I got it. Okay. For grand total of $77.90. Freaking Texas has a very high sales tax rate, and it's 8.25. Someone asked me about that. They hit me up and was like, "What's Texas sales tax?" It's 8.25. That's one of the higher ones. Delaware, no sales tax. I used to cop my sneakers out there when I was in Maryland, Christiana Mall. What's up? But yeah, and actually it wasn't that. I bought some force fields, so that's not. You subtract $10 from that, and you got the price from there. So 61, okay, total with my discount, 20% off. So that was a steal. I came up with 2 pairs of kicks for under $70. 2 pairs of dope kicks, and I challenge you to beat me on that. Okay, so that's my nostalgic post on the Fila F13V that are out there. You won't be unsatisfied with this kick because it's just fresh. It's going to invoke some conversations when people see you wear these. I guarantee they're like, dang man, it's like some 88, 90s type stuff right here. I like that. And you just hook it up. Rock some polo with it. I got a lot of polo fits that get that popping. So, you know, on that 90s vibe tip right there, just looking fresh, man. That's what it's all about. Feeling good. One thing I want to tell people, a younger kid talked to me in the store yesterday when I was out copping some kicks. He asked me how to get started, and I told him about my post I wrote. He was young, he's still growing. You know, young dude was like 14. And he was looking at my kicks I had on, the ones I purchased, and I was like, you're still growing. You're going to be selling these or throwing them away or whatever you're going to do with them. So you're really not going to have much of a collection, because if you're collecting to wear them and show off as you're doing right now, they're just going to be sitting there because you outgrown them. What are you going to do? So be aware of that. I always talk about pricings. I'm not big on a lot of the really, really expensive high-end sneakers. I'm not amazed by that, but I broke my little law, but it was a gift. Somebody gave me something and I purchased a very high-end sneaker with that. But on the post, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I'll probably be dropping that today as well once I do some editing. That the amazing price of the wine are coming down to that I put out of pocket. But back to the Filas, they're back. My homeboy, one of his dudes came through with an 80s party that we threw. I should post that picture. He had these on. So Fila started popping up again in early 2015, if I'm not mistaken, because that's when I started seeing people, and that's when dude had them in there. I'm at to holler at Fat Cat about that when dude was rocking those. But yeah, early 2015, I started seeing the Filas come back into play again, and it's a good thing. I love seeing sneakers from my youth, my childhood, coming back out, and the kids thinking they're new, or this is suddenly fresh, and nobody was buying these old kicks. Do the knowledge, kids. You do the knowledge. This is nothing new to us, okay? We're happy to see them back because the pricing is good, and we just want to wear the stuff from our youth to show you all that we were fresh and you're just copying us, and that's flattery. I get it. I appreciate it. But hey, it's springtime is here. My birthday just passed. I'm gonna post some of my gifts that I got for myself, shoe wise anyway, and you know, my Orioles about to get it popping again. Looks like it's gonna be a good year for us. Oh yeah, shout out to the lovely Tanya for giving me this hoodie. I said I was gonna wear it, and here it is. I know you check out the videos and everything, but it looks fresh. All right, I probably won't get a chance to wear it anymore because it's too warm. I just wore it for the video. But remember, it's not how much you paid for them, it's why did you pay that much for them. Oh, one last shout out. Sneakers on Facebook, join them. A lot of dudes are posting some serious stuff. They got a war going on with dudes dropping sneakers and everything, and I've been instigating a little bit because I said, if you don't have the shoes on your feet, you don't own them, don't post them. Don't go grabbing stock pictures off the internet. We want to see sneakers that you own. If not, I'm not going to engage in that war. All right, that's politics that you're engaging in. But check them out. Sneakers on Facebook. The dude, Daquan, man, he keeps it popping over there. That's a good cat. The man Murray. Goodness. Aunt Wendy, Tamika, Sharon. It's women in there dropping heat. Oh my goodness, they doing it in there for real, and it's an older group in there, so you see a lot of the retro kicks that we used to wear, and it's crazy. It's all love. People are respectful to one another. If you holler at them in the inbox, they might tell you where they got the shoes from, and they might not. It just depends. But shout out to the cats that do that for me. I appreciate that, man, because you have seen some of these sneakers on here. But remember, like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm the Sneaker Aficionado. Boom.